Hello and welcome to another video. Dawn French has upset lots of people by being very dismissive of the 7th October attacks in Israel. I'd see people calling them to be cancelled. Well, much the same as when Andrew Lawrence made a joke about the atrocity in Liverpool. I said I didn't like the joke, but I stood by his right for freedom of speech, and I got a load of stick for it. Trouble is, when you put your head above the parapet and you say what you think, you got to expect to get some flack and get people that quite rightly don't agree with you on a subject. It would be terrible if we're all the same, wouldn't it? And I stick by Dawn French's right to say what she says. And do I think she should be cancelled? No. She's a typical lefty that has got this rose coloured glasses view of what's going on over there. Now, I don't know anyone who wants children, women, and babies to be bombed, and it's so easy to have a moral view, have a political view when it's not your families that are being bombed. It's also equally as easy not to put into context what happened on the 7th of October. Seeing that poor girl paraded by Hamas on the back of their Jeep after being subjected to the most terrible death was probably haunt me forever. As much as seeing Palestinian children who have died in bombing. But the left have got this rose-coloured glasses view of Hamas. So have these people marching in London and other British cities. They wouldn't march. They wouldn't march over there because they wouldn't be allowed to. Hamas throw gay people off of roofs. They're religious ideologues. They aren't particularly nice people. They hate Western values. There's a reason that the neighbouring countries, even in the Muslim world, don't take Palestinians into their country, and that's because of the fundamentalism in that country. So Dawn French, she came out and she really just sort of dismissed the 7th of October. But I would expect that. These left-wing lovies who want everyone else cancelled for having an opinion, they feel they can take sides and they can moralise on behalf of who they presumably think are the masses. And the true story is, out there in the Middle East, and we'll never know unless we're actually out there, that Israel haven't treated Palestinians particularly well, and the Palestinians have voted in one of the worst sets of people in Hamas that you could possibly vote in. Absolute fundamental nutcases. So how you actually come to some sort of agreement on that, I don't know. But people have asked me, what do you think about Dawn French? The same as I think about anyone else that says anything. It's their opinion. And if we're going to have freedom of speech, people are going to get upset. And a lot of these celebrities just speak out their backsides. They know as much about the Middle East as I do, or most of you do. Only what we've read, only what we've seen on media outlets like the BBC and Channel 4 that are way one-sided for whatever reason. Whoever their puppet masters have decided to support. Coming from somewhere where I don't support Israel and I don't support the Palestinians, I just would like the bombing to stop. I pretty well keep my nose out of it. But Dawn French, should she be cancelled? No. Did I find what she said abhorrent? Yes. But that happens where there's free speech. And I'd rather have free speech than this cancel culture and people being nicked for burning books. There are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. That's why I do these. And I'll speak to you soon. Your God willing.